Hey all, this is an Oasis. We're not continuing where we left off because stuff crashed. So yeah. Oh, we did do save at Castle Keep, right? Yeah. Is this on the return trip though? Well, please tell me that we did save over there. And that this is when we went back and started to get it up because we did start another recording, right? I don't remember how far we got. We got actually to where the library was, I'm pretty certain. So that, but then things crashed because they were gonna change like firearms today and stuff that and make it so that it, and I don't know why you have to replace it and stuff that if it's like that it battery runs slow or whatever, right? But and we need to go to Automall. Because the thing is, of course, is that this recording session was gonna be like, but it crashing like that is actually really, really bad, like, because, you're not meant to use all of a sudden cut the power from the PS5 and stuff that, like, that's really, really bad. And stuff that, like, like, there's a warning to not do it and stuff that, and it's, like, really, really bad, right? And yeah, the other people in the household are pretty stupid, like okay, if they say that, oh, we have to shut off the power or whatever, right? You just say like, oh, I'm just gonna tell the person who's on the electronics to because you can cause permanent damage and stuff. That same thing to a computer, right? And you must go, but modern computers cannot like use from sudden loss of power, cannot be damaged. But yeah, that's like mana prism. Wait, what? Mana prism for my person, really? I kind of forgotten about that, so yeah. So we need to be getting library cards now. Of course, we should still have the syllabus, yeah. 3 circle, 1 turquoise, and 2 aquamarines, yeah. So that's all looks correct. And yeah, it's 1889 rooms, yeah. Because 1900 are the correct amount of rooms. And it seems weird, yeah. See, you can get a 250 coin drop and stuff like that, but that's because of luck mode itself, I believe. And stuff that, so yeah. But I definitely feel that the luck does help, and stuff that when it comes to certain things, but yeah. I still want to figure out how they use it at some point, most of that, but there is no list, at least what I found, like the only list. Or someone like comprehensively testing and being like, okay, like these are the enemies that are this here, like these are the enemies that are worth like killing and stuff that, but yeah. Of course, yes, you can use from the 2000 coin bag, but that's just boring to do, in my opinion. And sure, if you can do fast movement, then. So this is 23 for 3450, 1600 for that, and 1500 for that. And we need some mana prisms or ordinary 4000, 8000 for elixir, and stuff that. Library cards for 500.
Thank you.
Get 10 of them. Thank you. Right.
Yeah. How about this?
And you have the tactics there. I want to check it out because yeah, you can see that it doesn't say how many you have killed of them and stuff that. The one stone school, you can see it drops nothing. So you can see like enemies that drops nothing and stuff that, He can drop something, Merman can drop something. I think it's Circle and Aquamarine actually that drops, or it might be one of them has because they differentiate between the two mermans basically. Is it barley tea? Is it 2 food items, or is that one of the ones that can drop library card? Wait, why does Medusa shield show up? That would only show up if it actually did drop a Medusa shield and we did not pick it up. Right, all that is required is for it to drop it. So if we don't have a Medusa shield in the inventory, then that means that we won't... I see there, you can see for example the pentagram there. Because it needs to get the second drop for it to actually show up. Iceman and ice cream. The 2000 Saber is actually the rare drop. See, that's where the Yoda is. Just think pushing you see Garnet, there is the rare drop there. Because I always used to think that you were able to see like how many you had killed of a certain enemy. The gold circle is from the Solemn Witch. Right, and you can see Rock resist out from Karasuman there. Ja, det är korallsöker från minnesvid. And we can see Murmasa from the Scarecrow. I thought actually 1,000 from each of these, both from Lion, 27, 28 from Shmoo and 28 from Tin Man. Then we go to Yorick, which can also drop the Skull Shield. There's the that can drop the thing. Yeah, that was the from Boros. Also ticket, and that's of course Masamune. You can see nothing from White Dragon, nothing from Dragon Rider, Sirloin and something from Minotaur. Sniper Goth is Magic Missile and Brilliant Mail. Girthang and I forgot what the other thing was. A wizard hat and something. I forgot what their second drop was. Covenant Stone of Course and the Mornblade from that. You can see they have the same health there. Yeah, 1500 XP from Guardian and stuff. You can see there's 50. Yeah, level 66, so that actually gives you XP for longer, even though death is earlier.
How about this?
So anyway, now that we have those, we should just be able to go back to the second castle and get the final map square. Which is nice and everything, but it's just, you know... Yeah, we're definitely pick up 1,000 coin bag, we definitely do that. Now technically there's a lot of people that say that the coin bag in the first castle is better. Most of that, like the 1,000 coin bag, to use from that instead, you know, instead. But I can understand in the reverse castle doing the 2,000 coin bag, because in the reverse castle you can just get the 2 wolf movement, and you can get it actually very quickly and stuff like that. But of course, still it's like 2,000, right? So it's so 10 is 20,000. and then 100 would be 200,000. So doing it 200 times, that would be 400,000. Depends on how much money you have, of course. But the fact that you can, I think, it means almost 250,000, right, from just picking up stuff or from just selling every game. Stuff like that. But yeah. Now, do you just go and grind Yorick is the question. What is Evil Sword, Silver Crown. Right then, yeah. Lapis. And I don't know why they could not make you sort them. I can understand, right, the other things are not in order, right, but you could just like have them just like order them by names, or at least on accessories it would have been like order by, like if something is a ring, you know, or if something is a jewel, right, just have it in that order, right, you know. Yeah. Imagine if it would have done permanent damage to PS5 and stuff that would have been really, really bad. You know, that would have been the case. And we're only one level away, of course, from the other file now. But yeah. But normally, of course, the thing is that you keep doing the grind from the thing way longer. But it's weird, right, that level 60 is what the mob is, right? I don't know if that's true in the PlayStation version as well, you know, if it's only level 60 for Guardian and stuff like that, because yeah. But it feels weird, right, that level 60 is basically the highest on any enemy and stuff like that. And so there are bosses that are higher level and stuff like that, like, as I said, like, Gormot is level 50, level 60 is also the level on, or no, Death is 66, right? I think. I forgot exactly, so technically Death would give you XP for longer, so maybe you grind Guardians for a while and then maybe you kill off Death. I don't know. But it seems weird, right, you know. And I don't know what we were thinking, like why did they make him not higher? I can understand that because then otherwise you probably wouldn't have been able to defeat him at lower level or whatever. But yeah, so this should be the last room that we need here, basically, except that. Because it doesn't look like we're missing anything else pretty much. No, so this is 1890. Yeah, 1890 is the rooms. Like, why did I think that would go up to 1900? Or whatever, right, that's silly. That's pretty silly of me. But I think 2 Lapises is basically the best and stuff like that. Like, I don't know if that's the thing is to with the whole intelligence thing or whatever, that can somehow affect drops or whatever, you know. Or specifically with like... Now it would be cool, of course, if we knew exactly like what tier that this mob is into. Because we saw that Opal drop there at one time. Now, maybe it was because during that time I was like using the Ring of Arcana and then I switched into the dual Lapises and stuff like that, because yeah. Now, of course, keep in mind though, if we say that luck doesn't matter, right? Let's say that luck doesn't matter and the Ring of Arcanas doesn't matter for the Dual Sword drops, that the Dual Sword has like a fixed table or whatever and you cannot affect them in any way. Then like the only thing that's worth equipping then would used to be like Ring of Wardas, basically to just gain more damage and stuff, then maybe more intelligence, right? If that is the case, right? But if, for example, if intelligence makes it so that, oh, you're smarter, right? So you're like, oh, I'm looking for exquisite, you know, like, or I'm looking for like very, very high quality, you know, which kind of what's exquisite is. Oh, this is blah, 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 you know. I'm actually gonna test that. Ring of water and ring of water, because that brings up my IQ to 122. Boy. Double circle. See, that's the thing, right? That if we get if we get, imagine, right, if it's connected to intelligence instead. Because the thing is that you can of course test a while and then see, okay, like what rings are you getting, right? Okay, now it definitely seems that we're getting less now. But we might just be unlucky now. But I mean, our luck is still what, 119 from this setup, 119 still. I mean, because otherwise we're using 2 lapis lazuli, and it's just, you know. I mean, yes, you can get unlucky as well. But yeah. But I also feel like if we have like too high luck, then, you know, it's like. See, that's how we saw last time, right? We thought sometimes we start singing a turquoise and a singer like aquamarine and stuff that, you know, and, you know, sometimes you see 2, you know, and stuff that sometimes, you know. But you would never see like an empty drop 2 times in a row, so maybe 2 lapis is the correct way. Because otherwise, right, there isn't really anything, right, that increases intelligence here, except for, of course, having like the thing equipped, having the green wall equipped. Double aquamarines, that's actually very nice. Now imagine though when it drops the opal, if you get like the super luck and you get like double opals, whatever, right? I don't know, because when we got that one opal, right, we never saw another one, stuff that. But I know for example that the fishes, the mermaids can drop garnet, for example. Although I never saw an opal, I think, from them and stuff like that. But keep in mind, of course, that all enemies, regardless of the tier, all of them can drop diamond. It's just that diamond is extremely rare and stuff like that. But keep in mind, I always feel also that more you get of the rings, the more of the rare ones start dropping or something like that. Like, oh, when you're at 99 circles, then aquamarine gets a boost or whatever, you know. And I don't know if there's any truth to that, right? But yeah. But there are of course tests that you can do. For example, like, oh, you give yourself like a average luck, right, for luck mode. Give yourself like 109 luck, and then give yourself a 999 intelligence, and then see how much that affects, you know, things, you know. You might say, oh, but the garnet one is better, right? Because it doesn't take that long to get 10 garnets. That's the whole thing, right? And 10 garnets is 50,000, right? That's the thing. But 99 circons is still like over like 13,000. It's or something like 14,000 for just 99 circons. And then the thing is, okay, like how long will it take for us to get like 99 aquamarines? It's the question, because 99 aquamarines would be worth a lot more and stuff like that. And then maybe like, okay, like how then long would it take for 99 turquoise, for example, and stuff like that. Of course, you can definitely tell if like a garnet drops and stuff that, you know, but yeah. You would think that, oh, the guardian is the good thing to go for, you know, and stuff that. That the guardian would be a high tier enemy, but that's not true, because that's not really how it works. Because it's weird, right? Because this is a very weak enemy that almost no matter what does in one hit, because he has very, very low HP and stuff that. I think Dodo Bird also counts as being pretty high tier of an enemy. I think Dodo Bird, right? Because Dodo Bird is actually pretty high level. Like Dodo Bird is super weak, but that's the thing, is that Dodo Bird is being it's supposedly be hard to kill, just because when the older bird sees you, it starts running away and stuff that. So you need to have like the correct weapons to be able to kill him before he. And now we have 45 zircons, 13 aquamarines, and 5 turquoises. And I also used to thought that inventory placement affects drop somehow, you know. Imagine right if that would be true, right? If like item placement could affect like drops and stuff that, so place them in the correct value here and stuff that, and then you can make like diamonds drop more or something like that, you know. But yeah, but imagine right now if we continue on doing this for until like the end of the recording, right? And stuff that, like okay, like how much do you get in 1 hour from doing this, right? You know, like how much do you get? I'm also gonna test something before we start the next recording so they didn't steal anything. Because that's the thing always, that even if someone is working for something right, you cannot trust people these days, you know, and stuff that. Because, yeah. Because a lot of people are thieves and stuff that. Because like I guess like if someone is a dad, for example, how tempting it would be, and you know your kid wants amiibos or whatever, right? And then you don't have any amiibos to will you live or whatever, you know, and stuff that. And all of a sudden you see someone have a lot of like really good amiibos. Because there were certain amiibos that were actually extra hard to get in this country and stuff that, like there's not that many people that have supposedly the Mega Man amiibo. But then there are of course people in the US who is like, amiibos aren't that hard to get. And we have those big YouTube channels that have like a lot of the rare amiibos and stuff that. And then it's like, yeah, that doesn't feel like that's totally like fake, or that's like, oh, Nintendo sent them this. No, I bought, or blah blah blah, or whatever. But then they have inside the context so that they, you know, they get prioritized, you know, so the cashier is gonna say, no, we're out of the amiibos, and then they have them like hidden, like, oh, we will sell this amiibo to you because you have a high sophisticated score because you vote Joe Biden. Because that's what a lot of people, I think, thought about the PS5 and stuff like that. With the PS5 they made it so that people would get demoralized and not think that you could just go into a store and get a PS5, which was how I was able to get the PS5 and stuff that, like, I didn't have to pay some sort of scalp or an insane amount of money. Which seems to me that that's how a certain person is thinking, a certain Rich of Review Tech USA. You know, I have no beef with Rich of Review Tech USA because he's a funny dude actually and stuff that, you know, and you know, he likes joking around a lot, you know, in cucumbers and chickens and stuff, and you know, or turkeys, I guess also, but yeah, and roosters and stuff, but yeah, because the thing is right that when I got the PS5 last year, like I got it at the end of last year, then that the store, right, I was just randomly checking a store that I usually get games from and stuff that I've also gotten some amiibos from that store, I think. Or maybe not any amiibos at all from that store, but yeah, but the thing is, like, I used to check that randomly when we got pretty close to Christmas or during a day in December. And then basically I saw that they had PS4 in stock, right? And I thought that, that's weird, like, because it was both the digital edition and the regular one in stock. And then I was like, okay, I told my dad that day. But then of course the store was already closed, and then the next day he went and bought one, and it was just like standard price, but it wasn't like over 6,000 Swedish krona even. So it wasn't above $600, it was more like $500, I believe it is. Comparable to $500, and that's actually a pretty good price, right? Maybe $550 or something like that, but that's still a very, very fair price. And the thing is then that after that, I noticed it was still in stock for like 4 more days after I got mine and stuff that, and I don't know how long it was in stock before I got mine and stuff that, like how long it had been in stock previously, right? So maybe it was in stock for 5 days total, maybe it was in stock for 6 days total, maybe it was in stock for a whole week and stuff like that. And it just feels like that whole thing with the people thinking that OMG it's impossible to get one, so they're not even gonna bother looking at the store. But then if you can look online, you know, and see if things are in order, you know, then just check, you know, and stuff like that. Because yeah. And a lot of people think, of course, that the thing that they were missing that made it so that they couldn't make like a processor or graphics card or whatever that thing was manufactured. Okay, then we got an opal. That doesn't make the opal super rare though, right? Because that was still like, how many are we at? We're at 9 turquoises, so that's pretty rare. So zircon is very common, aquamarine is quite common. I guess common, uncommon, rare, epic in terms of right drop rate, right? This would be a common, just like a white item. This would be an uncommon, meaning this would be a green, this would be a medical item. Turquoise would be rare because it's only 9. If you look at it, 87, 29, and then opal is only 1. So opal would definitely be like epic, pretty much like 9 turquoises in 1 opal. So I'm guessing it would be legendary, basically, is what it would be in terms of drops. Maybe once we have like, maybe there's 2 opals per 1 diamond, or maybe 3 opals per 1 diamond. Because if you look at 9 turquoises, right, so maybe that would mean 3 opals, and then you will see a diamond. Maybe. I mean, if that would be the case, that would not be bad, because keep in mind, right, that each opal, as I've said, is like, was it 8,000? For an opal, I thought it was 10,000, of course. I think it was 8,000 or 7,500. And even if it's 8,000 for an opal, that's still pretty insane. Right, because that would mean 10 opals would be 80,000. And it's just, you know, like how long will it take to reach 99? Right, we're almost at 99 zircons now. Like how long will 99 aquamarines take? You know, is the question. Because if this is the best way to farm money, then you know that's not. It's not a bad farm at all. The main problem is, of course, it is, but now we're getting that unlucky again. So that unlucky thing can happen even with double lapis lazuli. But it's weird how it rolls, or maybe there are 2 different categories there. Because it seems that the opal is... Oh, onyx, nice. So onyx was from the skull, I think. The onyx was definitely from the skull that time. Because you can see where the location is on it, right? And the opal was not from the skull. Right, because if it is that there are different rarities, that the higher tier is actually the skull itself. But it might be that the skull is actually the higher tier and stuff that, so you actually just want to kill the skull and stuff that. But I think it's better to kill both. So that's why this is so powerful. The fact that you can kill 2 of them at once and that you can get like double drops and stuff that, or that you can get 2. You can get like double zircon, you can get double aquamarine, but then you can also get like aquamarine zircon, aquamarine turquoise. See, now we're starting to see onyx drops. Like we didn't see any onyxes before at all. Is that because we have reached 99 zircons? Like why did onyx all of a sudden start dropping? Maybe that's also a thing. Maybe there's some kind of hidden counter, like how many you have killed with the evil sword or something like that, and that the drops just improves the more kills you have gotten. Imagine that's right. Because keep in mind that onyxes are extremely powerful. And I always thought that this was the case, by the way, when I was farming mermaids, because I remember farming up to 99 on purpose, and then only selling when getting it to 99, or after getting several ones to 99. Because right, imagine right now if when you have 99 of something that it becomes more rare, so you're still seeing zircon even though we have 99 zircons. But now we're not seeing circles as often, I feel like, because we got like, and I say that, it's just random, man, this is completely random. Okay, so now we're at 31 Aquamarians, 99 Circon, 11 Turquoise, 2 Onyx and 1 Opal. So Onyx is also really pretty rare and stuff that, but I feel like Opal is more rare. Opal is definitely more rare than the Circon or than the Onyx. But right, because the fact that we have seen Onyx and the fact that we have seen Opal means that it is a high tier enemy. Så gärna har Onyx there. That time Onyx was from the skeleton. Turquoise key. Because the thing is, 99 Onyxes would actually be enough for Duplicator, I believe. Just from 99 Onyxes alone. It might sound insane, right? But if you have like a long time to grind, just grind this with the Evo sword. And you can do it pretty early. You don't need to be super high level because this guy has very low health. And I mean, you could grind it the first thing you do in the second castle. And you still have a shit ton of money, and then with all that money, for example, you can just buy good stuff. If you have a hard time with the second castle, if you have a hard time controlling the game or whatever, and your movement is not very good and you're taking a lot of damage or whatever, you know. Or you're doing a challenge run or whatever, you know, and you just want to get some good gear. Because that would be interesting, right? Like a shop run that would immediately like somehow put you would start in the library pretty much, right? Because you can start in the library, right, and still move to locations. Right, because there's no relic you would have really picked up at that point. The only thing would have been like, you would have only picked up the Cube of Zoe at that point, right? And the Spirit Orb. So maybe you would start with Cube of Zoe and Spirit Orb then, because those are the only ones that you could technically pick up. And of course, Power of, or Soul of Wolf. Soul of Wolf you would have also have picked up at that point. Yeah. Those are the only things really you would have picked up at that point. Can't have brothers already, yeah. He's level 80 now, by the way, the familiar. But yeah, you have to just realize that each of the different categories are way more like, sells for way more than the other ones. And stuff like that, because the thing is like the Zircon Sparkling Ring sellable, Aquamarine fairly valuable ring on Turquoise, valuable ring on Onyx, valuable ring on Opal. So Onyx is used a tier under Opal, basically. So yeah. And Onyx is often the stone that men get and stuff that, because, you know, stuff that. Although I would have added way more rings to this game that would have been more valuable. But then I would have increased the value of the diamonds, is something I would have done. I would have increased the value of the diamonds, and then I would have added other rings as well. I probably would have added amethyst, I would have added platina, because yeah, you can make jewelry out of platina. Platina is actually pretty expensive. Technically also, yes, I know there is something already called gold ring and stuff that, which is a bit of an issue, you know, and stuff that, because it's not a sellable ring, whatever. Now the thing is, imagine, right, if you grind this for like an hour then, right? Or you grind this for maybe for 2 hours, right? Like, are you guaranteed a diamond from that time investment, is the question, right? Okay, so now we're at 38 Aquamarines, 99 Zircon, 13 Turquoise, 3 Onyx, and 1 Opal. Keep in mind again that it's Zircon, Aquamarine, and then it's Turquoise. And then it's Onyx, then it's Opal, and then it's Diamond. And even so, let's say for example that yes, since even mermans can drop diamond, but on mermaids it's really rare. You're gonna have gotten 99 zircons, 99 aquamarines, 99 turquoises by the point of even using a single one. But I think that I would give the mermaids, or that I have seen garnets for merman as well. And I haven't seen a garnet here yet, which is weird. Which is very weird because we have seen onyxes. Okay, garnet is a tier above onyx. Because it's garnet and then it's pearl. And garnet is of course 5,000 each. But it's still very weird. And it might just be that, oh, you have a specific enemy to grind for that, but still. Because right, it's about, finding an enemy that is pretty high tier. And then the thing is that just that these two are of a pretty high tier, both of those enemies. So I mean, your opal is really rare and stuff like that, but it's just like the opal is just worth so much, so even like 2 opals is quite impressive. And the question is, okay, how long would it take to farm 10 opals, for example? Because they're worth the second most, and stuff like that. And how long until we will see a garnet drop? What's the garnet drop rate? Because we got an opal before getting a garnet. Which is weird. Can imagine if we could overflow and stuff like that, but yeah. But I don't know why they couldn't, like, imagine though if they removed the shop gate completely, then why would it make it so that the stack would get higher, so it could stack up to those E values? Because I'm guessing that those E values are technically that you're stacking it up to 255, I'm guessing. Is what it actually is, those E values, like hex code wise, right? I think it's actually that you're stacking up to 255 and then you're selling 255 or a single ring and stuff like that. And that's why it's so powerful. You don't even need to sell 255, for example, of the garnet to get up to the maximum, which is only 999,999. It's not in 1 million or whatever, yeah. But yeah, but of course we weren't here immediately, of course, and stuff that. So it still won't be exactly like grinding it for an hour or whatever, so yeah. And I don't know why she didn't ask, like, oh hey, like he was obviously going to like turn off the electricity. He probably even told her, and then why didn't she go like, oh, okay, like you cannot turn off the electricity yet, like allow us to turn off stuff first, like, because if our television is on, televisions can take damage and stuff that, and right, would you been able to sue or whatever, maybe. I don't know. Because that's like, because it's basically the power switch for the whole house. It wasn't used at all. The piece lost power, the pizza lost power and everything, and like all the kitchen appliances and everything lost power. So yeah. So I'm guessing the clocks are gonna be reset downstairs and stuff as well. Okay, we haven't seen an opal and onyx in a while now. We're getting more turquoises now though. So 46 aquamarine, 16 turquoise, 99 circle and 3 onyx. Turquoise, by the way, is, really powerful as well. Yes, turquoise is still not worth a super lot, but it's just, it's just that when you're selling a lot of them, that's, when it becomes really valuable. I never realized that if you would remove those numbers there and if you would look what it actually is, it actually kinda looks like there's a bat there or something like that under where the 8-bit text is, or something red in the background kinda a bit, you know. A little bit there, you know, but yeah. I forgot how much 99 Aquamarine sells for, but yeah. At this pace we may be able to get 99 Aquamarines. Now the question is, do we just go to the boss after this? Just go on warp basically and just go to the where the boss is and just warp out from there. Or do we just warp out from this location? So we have 330,000, we need of course 500,000. I mean, maybe once we get 5 opals, or 2 opals at least, maybe that's when we go back. Or let's say we go back at 3 opals, at 3 opals for 1 diamond. But yeah, but opals seems pretty insane to get actually, and stuff like that. You just get super lucky when it drops. But we have seen onyxes of course, but we still haven't seen nothing in garnet yet. I'm willing also to teleport back once we get the garnet, because the garnet is 5,000. Just like that, boom. And it's weird, right? Considering how many of the other ones we have gotten. And it might be that garnet is just as rare as the opal, but it either rolls out opal or garnet, that maybe the drop rate for them is the same. So if it wouldn't have been an opal, it would have then been a garnet instead. But that means that we have gotten 2 opals in total from the York, because we did sell an opal before and stuff like that. But I don't know, for example, once we get 99, for example, of the Aquamarine, do then the other drops increase, whatever, right? Because maybe that is a theory, you know, and stuff like that, get the 99 of something and then all of a sudden having those things in the inventory just buffs the other chances of them, the others to show up. Of course, we're still getting a lot of circles, of course, even at 99 circles, but still. Imagine though if you can underflow normally, right, without having to do a shop cleats, like you just pick up enough circles and eventually done on the flows, even though it doesn't go above 99. Like maybe, but I don't know how many you would need to pick up for that to happen, or if it could happen, right? Because imagine, right, it's saying 99 there, but then it being that weird air value and stuff that. Double Aquamarines. I'm definitely thinking we're definitely gonna be getting the double Aquamarine is actually very rare. I think that's the only time we have seen double Aquamarines and stuff that, which is pretty insane. But imagine, right, the fact that we have seen double Aquamarine also means theoretically there is a possibility, even though it's very rare, right, that we will see double turquoise. We will be able to see double onyx, double opal and stuff like that, maybe even double diamond, right? Because the fact is that it can roll like double circle, it can roll double Aquamarine, but double Aquamarine is rare and stuff like that. So double turquoise and double onyx shouldn't be any possibility, even though it's extremely rare. It's just that you know, it seems that the chance for it to roll doubles in the first place of the same one seems to be pretty rare. Like the circle combo is pretty common, but yeah. But the fact that it can roll like that means that it should be able to double roll an onyx, or double roll a turquoise, or double roll a, say, another double Aquamarine. We didn't see that often before at all. So, you know, it definitely feels like when you reach certain values that certain things start happening once you reach certain values of gems. I mean, I have no proof of it, right? But we didn't see during the time that we farmed before. I don't remember how long we farmed Yorick before, but it was like during that time we didn't see a single double like aquamarine drop. We saw like aquamarine together with turquoise and like other stuff. But yeah. But maybe we're just on a lucky spree now, because now we haven't seen it be empty for a really long time and stuff that. Like we're always getting at least one gem and stuff that we don't get like empty anymore at all. It seems like, right? We're not getting empty anymore. And isn't that weird, right? That during a really long time we saw empty happening a couple of times. And now it happened. Because we killed them individually instead of taking the kill. It definitely seems like a double, or like when you get a double kill then it happens less. That it's completely empty. No. But it seems to be that it has to do when we kill it, the timing on it. When you kill it or whatever. I feel like you need to get, like, it has to do with the timing of when you kill it. And now we got in a desync now, so now we're not gonna get good drops anymore. I don't know. See, because they are killed in with. Six and aquamarines, nice. 99 zircon, 21 turquoise, 3 onyx, and 1 opal. And okay. Aquamarine circle. Aquamarine turquoise. I wonder how rare like double turquoise would be, or like double. I don't know if it has to do with it critting or something like that, because I do think that the roll tables can crit or something like that. I mean, the same thing is true for other enemies, right? As long as they are stacked, right? If an enemy is stacked, for example, if you theoretically like, it can theoretically happen with all drops, I believe. So that sometimes, for example, if you're killing several books at once, and one would drop 1,000, then it would be a higher chance for two to drop 1,000 at the same time. I feel like, you know, so you basically make all the books follow you and then kill all the books at once. Something, right? I know what I said, that I wanted at least a second opal and stuff there, but yeah. I mean, the first opal didn't take that long, that's the thing, right? It might just be that once you get an opal, it's just gonna take an insanely long time until the next one shows up. And the worst thing is when you start seeing lots of zircon, because then it's just like, yeah. Actually, now we teleport back. It's gonna be... What is not up there anymore? Huh?
Young Master Alucard. How about this?
I thought there were a quicker way to get to... Yeah, so sell 99 of those again. So that's 14,850. Sell 69 aquamarines. Yeah, wow. That's over 50,000. No, 75 aquamarines. For 60,000 exactly, for 75 aquamarines. That's decent. Wow, 22 turquoise, that's 33,000. We're very close now.
Thank you. Thank you.
Damn, we're so close now. So close to Duplicator already, and we're not even at 10 hours. And almost duplicate the time. Right, that would actually be an interesting speedrun, like speedrun Duplicator. Like obviously not during luck mode, right? You wouldn't allow it to during luck mode. Actually, this is actually worse to do, to kill the books with that, you know, and stuff that, because, you know, I don't think the books are particularly a high tier enemy. Because, I mean, the 1000 coin drop is way better from them. What the heck was that? That was a turquoise, okay. I mean, that's not bad. Okay, that's another turquoise. I mean, they can drop turquoises at least, that's pretty decent. But see what I mean, like certain things have an easy time to drop, obviously. Aquamarine. How much longer? Okay, 51 minutes. I mean, it is very crazy, to be honest. But I always wonder, why is the barrel skeleton there? You would almost think that, oh, he can destroy something in the outer wall or something like that, you know. But yeah, we don't know what tier certain things are, of course. But yeah, you can just very quickly get back. Yeah, that's the great thing, you know, and stuff that you can just very quickly get back to where your work is. Which is great in my opinion, you know. Pretty great. Going back to where your work is. And it's a bit sad that amount that we recorded was lost and stuff that. You know, that recording got lost. I hope that recording won't take up space from like the hard drive, and that's now permanently like space used up on the hard drive. Whatever, you know. Because how does the hard drive on the PS5 prevent itself from being like a computer hard drive? Or, you know, like if you uninstall things on the PC hard drive, even if you use uninstall it, sometimes you have to defrag the hard drive. Right. Stuff that. But maybe that's just with old hard drives, maybe we don't have to defrag in modern hard drives or whatever, I don't know. Double circle. And I mean 99 circles wouldn't be enough. So that. Now the question is how long until we see an opal. Like, will it take a super long time to see an opal? And we did of course farm a long time before and stuff that, so yeah. But of course I want to have more than 500,000 because I don't want to use up 500,000 and then like immediately have no cash left. Because that would feel really, really bad. And we do have, how many power sires? We do have one only, right? We do have one power sire. Yeah, we have one power sire. We have 6 pentagrams though, and 1 bat pentagram and 3 neutron bombs. So yeah, a bat pentagram is 125, 103 and 93 from power sire. The power sire of course multi-hits. And that's what you need for the sword, because bat pentagram I think is... Because the thing is that the individual smaller things have less health than a big sword. But the thing is that you need on every time you enter the room, it needs to kill. But the damage, right, from Parasite, right, is affected by your damage, right? Your own damage, right, is not affected by your intelligence, right? So having like Dragon Helm helps, I think. I think it's just the attack value that affects it. I don't think it's intellect, but I don't remember. Onyx, nice. So there we got an Onyx before we got an Opal and stuff that, so yeah. So now we're already at 25 Zircons, 3 Turquoise, 3 Aquamarine, 3 1 Onyx. Of course, if keep in mind that we sold and got up like plus 100,000 at least, because we were at 300,000 something, right? Right, we were at 300,000 something. So we managed to sell for, I think we sold for 150,000 or something like that in total. Whatever, from just that small like collection and stuff that, so yeah, it's just, you know. Now you can imagine, right, that now, because the next recording we are going to be able to get the what do you call it, the duplicator no matter what, you know. I'm not going to go back to the save, by the way. Maybe we are. So we can start from the save and stuff, but yeah. But it's pretty insane, like I never realized how much quicker this is, you know. And maybe this is still slower than the 2000 com bag, you know, like someone could definitely farm that, right? But I would want to see a race, right? Like maybe they have like Jupiter Climb, Talaxilla, Dragon Blitz, of course, and stuff that, like one of them does the 2000 coin farm. Or, you know, like maybe you do 2 races or whatever, and in one of the races you do the first castle 2000 com bag, and then one of them does this farm basically with the whole dual sword and do double lapis lazuli in lack mode obviously, and then one of them does the 2000 com bag farm in the first castle, and then the other one does the 2000 reverse com bag thing. And then basically you compare like, okay, like what's the time to reach like the 500,000 if you begin with 0 money and you make it so that money drops don't happen or something like that, like maybe you have a setting like make so that money doesn't drop or whatever, right? Like money doesn't drop, so you have to like get rings to sell and stuff like that, so yeah. And then see who gets to 500,000 first and all stuff that, yeah. It must be, but that's so boring or blah 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 or whatever, but still, you know, it would be. And it would be basically be that your starting location, you would already start with all the equipment basically that you need and stuff that, so you would start with 2 lapis lazuli, and obviously yeah, you would have like this setup here, like and stuff that, so yeah. Okay, how many aquamarines is that? That's 10 aquamarines, 5 turquoise, 57 circle and 1 onyx. Now the question is, of course, how long is it going to take for us to get another, or to get an opal? The turquoise again is good, as I said. But yeah, we sold 75. Right, we sold 75 of that, and that was exactly 60,000. So I'm selling 75 aquamarines. And the fact that that's 60,000, 75 aquamarines, and considering how quickly you can get it, especially if you happen to get lucky here and you get the double drop, as I've said, and that's really good. And it makes sense, right, that you would use lapis lazuli to hunt for gems and stuff that, so yeah. Upset Mr. Skellington. I am gonna need to piss though, however, we're gonna need to piss before the thing. Okay, last kill. Okay. Go to the save room. And then we're gonna probably pull this down here so we can get some sunscreen protection. So since this is gonna do it just for now, I'm gonna just take a short break, go and take a piss and stuff like that, and then we'll be right back. And then we're gonna go and get the duplicator very, very soon. Anyway, I see you all next time.